just want to try and encourage everybody that's feeling despairing and downhearted and broken about what's happening in the UK at the minute. In December, January, back end of last year, this year, I was done. I was done with the movement. I was just walking away. And I don't know what happened, but instead of walking away, something just rose up inside me and went, no. This is what you were made to do. This is what your mission in life is. And it woke me up. And it took me from a very, very dark place into doing what we're doing now. And I would say from St. George, well, the first demo in, I think it was back in the January, beginning of February, in Telford. Big demo for Telford. And just a superb demo. And then into St. George's Day. Again, St. George's Day should have been an absolute catastrophe, but it was pulled off somehow and became an amazing celebration of Englishness, of Christianity, of patriotism. Again, from nowhere, from nothing. And then we bounced into the 1st of June. And we thought we couldn't top the 1st of June. We did the 1st of June and we thought, wow, what can we do? How can we follow the 1st of June? And we went to the 27th of July. And I want you to think back, if you're in this movement, if you've been in this movement for a long time, I want you to think back at all the dark days we've had, all the problems we've had, all the times that Tommy's been imprisoned, all the times that there's been infighting, the movement's been fractured, there's been all sorts of crazy stuff happening. And it looks like it's over. There's a saying, isn't it? The darkest hour is just before dawn. And that's what this is now. That's what this is. Yeah, I've been worried as much as anyone the last few weeks about the knock on the door. I'm not going to lie. Everybody gets worried about that. Apart from anything else, it's a massive inconvenience. My mate that got arrested last week, they wrecked his house, took all his computers, took all his phones. How can you operate in this modern world without computers and phones? My business relies on that. So, but putting that to the side, they'll do what they're going to do. It's how we react that matters. It's what we do next that matters. It doesn't matter about them. It doesn't matter about their petty little schemes. Remember this, one of the things that got me back in the race was faith in God and people helping me, but primarily faith in God and realizing that God's in control of all this. Now, whether you believe that and all that, I don't really care whether you believe it. I believe it and I know it's true. And that's why I'm still standing here, and that's why I'm doing this. And I do not believe for a minute that these little communists, these petty little bureaucratic, snivelling little communists that don't even know what a woman is, that think that transgenderism and the alphabet soup is compatible with Islamism. That's what we're dealing with here. Lunatics, madmen, and feared men. They're frightened. As they say in Northern Ireland, they're afeared. They're scared. Scared little men, scared little bureaucrats coming up against working class Brits who've got backbone, who've always had backbone. And my appeal is that people do more. More activism, more speaking out, more telling your friends and neighbours about what's really going on in this country, more warning them about the threat and danger of totalitarianism, the threat and danger of socialism. Remember, the two great evils of the 20th century were communism and fascism. One was National Socialism, the other international socialism. And they're both still alive and well. But what we're dealing with at the minute is international socialism, globalism and Islamism. They're the three enemies of the United Kingdom, not the British people who've protested and who've stood for what's right. The real enemies are these snivelling little bureaucrats, these pathetic, weak men and women that want to be men and men that want to be women. That's what we're up against. And we've got to stand tall and we've got to stand strong. Bad things are going to happen to us. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind about that. That things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. Look at what they've done to Tommy. Look what they're trying to do with Tommy. And if they come for Tommy, they'll come for you. But they can't come for everybody. And we need to stand. So we need to organise another event, another festival of freedom. And I would say, what are we standing for? We're standing for freedom. We're standing for justice. Look at all the injustice that's been meted out in these last days. People going to prison for putting stuff on the internet. People going for prison for standing when a riot's going on. People going for prison for swearing at the police. And not for a few days, but for like 18 months. This is injustice. This is not justice, it's injustice. So we need freedom, we need justice, and we need peace. And we need to stand for what is right. Like I say, I was gone. I was ready to walk. And just something rose up inside me and said, nah, you don't get off that easy, son. You're in this for the long haul. You're in this till they nail the last coffin in. Sorry, the last nail in the coffin. And we're going to win. We're going to beat the system. We're going to help build something that's good and new and is for all the people of the United Kingdom. That united kingdom. United under that great flag. United in respect for our Christian heritage and our Christian culture. United in respect for the institutions the way they should be, for true democracy, for that great settled nation that we once had that has become so unsettled and so unsafe. Now, we don't get that back by violence. That's not how it works. Our battle has got to be a peaceful battle. Our battle, and we've said it so many times, and I got that verse sent to me back in the last year. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what the fight is against. And there is wickedness in high places. You can feel it, you can sense it. As you engage in this battle, you realise that you're not up against a human foe. You're up against something much more powerful, much more evil, much more malevolent than mere human wickedness. And in the same way that God helped me at the beginning of the year, God can help every single one of us fight this battle and win this battle. So let's keep standing. Let's keep standing, as me and Simon said back in 2017. Stand, fight, and protect. That's what it's all about. Standing for our country, fighting for our country, protecting our country. When we signed that oath of allegiance, it didn't have a run-out date on it. That oath of allegiance, I count as to the people of this country, because they're sovereign. See you all soon.